Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at this DC 2-pack of figures from Spin Master. We have Superman versus DarkSeid. So this is another entry into the 4-inch Spin Master DC line. This is the first 2-pack that I've seen though. I do have another which I'll review probably in a couple days, but this is kind of neat. You get a hero versus a villain. You get 6 accessories here in the middle. It's basically just 2 single figures pushed together into one 2-pack. Still has the first edition sticker. Everything I've ever gotten has that first edition sticker on it, which kind of just makes me laugh. But I do have Superman already, but this is kind of a very metallic looking Supes, which is pretty cool. And I had to get it for DarkSeid though. Very excited for DarkSeid. Spinning around, taking a look over here on the back. You can see the 2 figures. It says Superman, and then it says DC Supervillains DarkSeid. So I think that's kind of interesting. And even over here it says Heroes Unite, so it just kind of adds more to the, like, they literally just took 2 figures and pushed them together. But I'm very interested to see how this works. So if we pop this down, and this is not going to open well apparently. So let me go ahead and this looks like this. This tape there. It wants me to pull this open down here. How does this actually open though? Oh, okay. That's cool. So if I pan the camera up, you can see that they have the quote-unquote trading card or collectible card. It's just made out of cardboard, but that is here in the center. And then you have the 6 lockers down here. So if we go ahead and open these up, we'll see what we get. So this one appears to be empty, which means it's probably fallen down to one of these. Looks like we have a piece of kryptonite. And yes, all the way down. It looks like we have a vest, and then down here we have the laser eyes. If we open up this one over here, we have, oh, these are the crazy beams that DarkSeid has that can kind of like zigzag and go around corners and stuff. That's actually pretty cool. Let's see what else we have here. This appears to be the Infinity Gauntlet, of course. Better be careful or else DarkSeid's going to get all the Infinity Stones. Let's go ahead and... Yes, I know that's not DC. I'm making a joke. Let's see what the last one is. Some kind of short sword. So that's pretty cool. So there you go. That is our... Or I should say those are our 6 accessories. Pretty neat. I'm going to go ahead and get the figures out of the packaging and we'll take a look. So here are the 2 figures out of the packaging. Real quick, I just wanted to take a quick look at that card that I talked about earlier. It's just kind of a cardboard card stock, but here's a better look at it. I think it's kind of neat how they have the green and the red because it's a 2-pack of figures. And it's a nice scene of him fighting DarkSeid, which is pretty cool. So putting that off to the side. Also want to take a quick look at the little advertising insert, whatever you'd like to call this. So you can see there's a Superman, Shazam, a rare Superman, super rare The Flash. I guess that's metallic. So most of these are already been available in Wave 1. Cyborg, Flash, they've also been available. So the only thing really new is the 2 2-packs here. Aquaman versus Black Manta and Superman versus DarkSeid. So it looks like... I don't know which one of these is more rare. These look to be exactly the same as far as accessories go. So, I don't know. I don't know why there's 2 different kinds. Oh, I guess it has to do with the missions you get. Coastline Crisis, Central City Clash, Alien Attack, and Metropolis Mayhem. So, there you go. I honestly don't know. I guess if we look at the picture, can we tell which one this is? It's got the Daily Planet in the background, so I don't really think it's either of those. I don't know. I don't know how the missions work, I'll be honest. That's one part of this toy line I never really focused on. And I mean, if you love it, that's awesome. But for me, it's the toys, the figures themselves are good enough. I'm not that concerned with the mission aspect. But in any case, speaking of the figures, let's look at them. So here is Superman. He's got a very metallic-y blue paint job. Now, I would actually guess that the entire figure, sans the head, is made of this blue plastic. Because if you look at the boots, you can see that the red is really caked on. The paint's very thick. And I'm guessing that's so that it looks red over the blue plastic. Kind of the same deal for the hands and the belt. So my guess is that the entire body is done in this blue plastic, which is fine. It's not a big deal. You know, it's nice and bright. They did enough paint so that, you know, the blue doesn't shine through. A little bit of mess up on the back, but that's very, very minor. I love the cape. I love the big yellow S on the cape. I think that's nice. Kind of a nylon consistency. The head sculpt, I think, is very good. You have that on a swivel. It's not a ball joint. I thought maybe it was, but it's just a swivel. You have a hinge and swivel in the shoulder. You have the same kind of hinge and swivel in the elbow. Nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist. You have a kick out to the side and a kick forward. Not too much back because he's got a butt flap. That's the hip. Then you have a thigh swivel. You have a hinge and swivel in the knee. And then from the knee down is one solid piece. So it's a good amount of articulation for figures this size, I gotta be honest. I think they did a pretty good job. And overall, I think the super metallic-y Supes looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. But we have to get on to DarkSeid because he is definitely, one, more exciting to me because I already have a Superman, and two, he's the winner of the 2-pack. I mean, he looks fantastic. Again, not to put Supes down, but now you can see that the paint on mine's a little messed up. Like the red for the eye has kind of unfortunately drooped out onto his cheek a little bit, but he still looks really cool. I love the expression. They even painted his teeth, which is really cool. I like the helmet. All of the chest and the belt is very, very nicely painted and detailed. I don't know what these things are supposed to be on his forearms. I would assume that they're supposed to have some kind of paint on them, and they just kind of had to skimp on it for cost-cutting measures, and I understand that. This whole 2-pack was $15, which is really just the price of 2 figures. Actually, it's about $1 cheaper because I think they're usually $7.99 a piece. So that would be $16, so you're saving $1 by buying the 2-pack. And he's a little bit bigger and a little bit heftier than your average figure. So I can understand why they probably had to cut costs somewhere, and that's probably why these forearm pieces didn't get painted. But I can understand that. He's got pretty much all the same articulation as Supes. He's got the head swivel, he's got the hinge and the swivel at the shoulder. He's got that same elbow joint with the hinge and the swivel. Nothing in the waist. He's got the same hip, thigh cut, thigh swivel there. He's got the swivel and hinge at the knee, and then from the knee down is a solid piece. But he's got big honking boots. He's definitely got some boots. So I think they did a great job with him. I really do. I think both of these figures look really good. If you don't have a Superman yet, then there's no excuse to not pick up this set because you're going to get 2 great figures. Even if you do have Superman already, you can get the cool metallic Superman, who I think looks pretty good. Let's take a look at their accessories real quick. So you do have some kryptonite. Now, I never understood why Superman would come with kryptonite because, you know, he's not going to hold his own kryptonite. I'm assuming he can. I don't know, this peg is kind of loose. There we go. So he can hold it, but again, why would he hold kryptonite? I think that's weird. He does have this like vest piece that I guess you put over this. So he can wear that if you'd like. I like the color blue, but I gotta be honest, this doesn't really do anything for me. And then he's got the, you know, laser eyes piece, which is kind of neat. So basically how this works, I think it goes like this. You put this over his head. And this one works a lot better than past ones I've had. Oh, wow, that went all the way down. He can wear it as a necklace. Oh, goodness, I hope I didn't stick this on here forever. Well, in any case, what I was going to say is I've had ones in the past where it doesn't fit that well over his head. I'm going to get this off and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. So what I was going to say is I've had ones in the past that I can't even get it over his head. And this one fits nice. It's actually a little bit softer plastic, Whereas I feel like the ones in the past have been a little bit harder plastic, and I think it definitely needs to be a little malleable to get it to fit over the head. But that's a pretty cool effect piece. You can see it looks like his eyes are shooting the lasers. So I think that's pretty cool. I can get on board with that now that I can actually get it to fit over his head. But yeah, it's definitely a softer plastic than previous ones that I've had. So his accessories are okay. I think it's cool that he comes with the kryptonite. I just would much rather, you know, give it to DarkSeid or somebody to use on him. So let's see, can I get this to... The problem is that this peg inside that they're supposed to grab onto is very soft. I'm sure I can get it to work. It's just a matter of maneuvering it. What do you say? What do you say, DarkSeid? There we go. So yeah, you could have him hold the kryptonite, so that way he could lord it over him. Ha! There you go. There we go. Put that off to the side. Okay, so his actual accessories. He has this tiny sword. Let's... For whatever reason, you can see DarkSeid's hands are very tightly closed. I wish they were just a little bit more open, because this is a little difficult to get in here. I guess I'm going to have to do it like this. So, just wish his hands were just a little bit more open. I guess it really helps him hold it. So he does hold the sword well once you get it in there. Very tight. As for this crazy giant gauntlet thing, I guess you're supposed to feed this into his hand, very similar to the kryptonite. You know, that kind of works. The problem is, they always do this. They did the same thing with the gloves holding the sticks for Nightwing. They want you to feed it into his hand, but then the fist that they give you is perpendicular to the fist that he has, and that doesn't make any sense. So to try to get him to use his hand like normal, like his fist doesn't bend that way. All he can do is go around and give people fist bumps. What's up? How's it going? What's up? So like he can't, like it would make more sense if you're going to do this, have it clip onto these bracelet things, you know what I mean? Or even just have it, you know, get the peg out of there and just have it clip onto the hand. We've seen them do things like that before. I think, is it Man-Bat came with some claws or something that just clipped on, and they worked great. So I know they can do it, but for some reason they always opt for this long peg that fits into the hand. Or if you're going to do it like this, then just turn the design of the hand, have this go all the way around, and then have the pegs stick out this way. Either way is fine, however you want to do it. It's just the way you're doing it right now, this is not a good combo. This needs to change. And then his last accessory is the eyes, very similar to Soup's laser eyes. So let's see how this goes. Do we think it goes like this? Yeah, I guess it goes like that. So that's kind of cool. I always thought that was kind of neat how he has those eyes that he shoots a beam and then they kind of like crisscross, go around to find their target. So they are replicating that here. So that's kind of a really neat accessory. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I would say the little short sword is pretty cool. Both of their laser eyes are pretty cool. The kryptonite, I think, is pretty cool. I just think it's more of an accessory for DarkSeid than it is for Superman. I understand why it comes with Superman, but you probably want another character to wield it. And then we have the giant gauntlet and little chess piece thing. They're not bad. They're not bad. They're just not my favorite. They're very nicely detailed. Like, I think the detail work on this is great. And I love the color. The powder blue is beautiful. You know, this thing, I would like it if they just fixed how it connected to the hand. Either take this out completely and have this clip onto the side of the hand, or just turn this part of it 90 degrees so that the fist is like this and the peg sticks down so it can fit in the hand. If they tweaked that, then I would love this. Then I think it'd be cool. Or tweak it and then give him two of them so they're like giant boxing gloves and he can beat up Superman with them. So overall, accessories, pretty cool. But even if you don't care for the accessories at all, you don't need them. These figures are cool on their own. Honestly, the accessories are just kind of a bonus. I think these are wonderful, solid little figures just on their own. I mean, for this price point, $15 for two, that's, you know, $7.50 a piece. I think normally they're $7.99 a piece. Even still, I promise they can stand better than this. I'm not painting them in a good light. But they really do make great little figures. Wonderfully articulated. They're 4 inches tall. They have play sets. They have vehicles. I'm really excited for some kind of like watchtower playset for all the JSA or JLA, however you want to call them. I'm really excited for something like that. They have the Batcave out so far, which I really like. I really like that playset, but I would love some kind of watchtower or Hall of Justice even would be fantastic, something like that. Or you know, give us a Legion of Doom, or give us Apocalypse, or something like that. Any kind of playsets you want to throw at me, I'm game. But in the meantime, these figures are great. I found these on Walmart.com. I have not seen them in stores at all. Actually, a friend of mine, shout out to Corey at Frozen Stratos, he alerted me to these being in stock on Walmart.com, and I pounced on them. So again, have not seen these in store. I don't know if they will be in store or not. Check Amazon, check Walmart.com. That's probably your best bet as of right now. But great figures. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.